Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Capricorn and love. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Well, anyway, people, first thing I'll look at with Capricorn and love. Okay, Capricorn, as many of you may know, is a very serious sign. They're very stern often. And when they do fall in love or they're ready to embark on a love relationship, they could take it very seriously, of course. And now you look at Capricorn. Capricorn can be seen somewhat undemonstrative. They can come across as callous and cold to others, but a lot of times this is not actually the case. They have a hard time often, though, in displaying or conveying their feelings. They're just really, earth signs in contrast to water are generally less emotional. But when those emotions are expressed, I do believe they could be more prolonged and protracted. They don't experience the emotions as frequently on average as water signs, but when they're expressed, they can be for more extended periods, I believe. But anyway, Capricorn will often look for somebody in love that is very responsible and someone that's very orthodox and conventional. They generally are not into people that are may come across as eccentric or overly unique, or somebody that really is just overly unconventional, because Capricorn can be very traditional by nature. And as far as the emotions go in with Capricorn, that when they can be expressed, but they are just really not often as expressed really strongly, unless they really know someone. They have the feelings, and all zodiac signs have feelings. And obviously, and you look at Capricorn, they just don't always convey it outwardly as strongly as the average zodiac sign does. And as far as love goes, they often want somebody where it's often based on longevity and how long they have actually perhaps known a person. Capricorn, being an earth sign, is very premeditative. They like to plan ahead, and Capricorn will often not act unless there's a lot of forethought and a lot of premeditation. And they want to make sure that prospective romantic partner, significant other, what have you, is that right match for them. Because like Taurus, when they make a move, they want to make sure it accomplishes something. And with Capricorn too, Capricorn can often be very business minded, and they are dominated by their career and their business. So it makes sense that Capricorn in a solar or natal chart will have the zodiac sign Cancer on the 7th house cusp of relationships. Cancer is a sign associated with the home, can be a homebody, so it'd be natural that they may seek somebody that can put more than the average time in at home, perhaps with the family, because Capricorn can be dominated by their career life. So the thing too, when you look at Capricorn, Capricorn is very ambitious, and they often want someone in a love relationship to be that way as well. They want someone often that has a fairly decent stature in life. It's not necessarily for a monetary gain, but they want to make sure that person has some kind of goals, and they have their aspirations. Because it indicates to them that person has direction and they know where they're going. And they also want someone that's going to take the relationship seriously. Now, the thing about Capricorn is, now, if a Capricorn is if they're interested in you, I think there's one thing that I find interesting with Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, of course, as I stated before, can be very serious. They can be very stern, not very animated. But if a Capricorn likes you, they might be able to throw that veil off and say, hey, they make a joke, be more whimsical or capricious, and would start laughing a little bit more with you. And I think when that happens, that's a sign that Capricorn might feel a little bit more comfortable with you, and it could be more than just in a platonic manner. Now, another thing too about Capricorn is, as I've stated previously as well, as far as being dominated a lot often by career and business matters, if say you're in a situation with a Capricorn and say that you both get along very well and you feel you like this person a little more than just a friend, but it hasn't quite escalated to that point where you're actually going out with each other. Well, if Capricorn, let's say, changes his or her business plans or career, matters connected with their career, they do something like they decide that they're going to leave early and they want to do something with you, I think that could be an indicator as well. And for Capricorn, now, I mean, having a Taurus or Virgo, of course, the other two earth signs could be very compatible, as the water signs as well, Pisces and Scorpio and Cancer, of course, falling on the 7th house cusp, can be that significant other for Capricorn, because that the emotions of Cancer, the feeling of Cancer, can balance out the very seriousness and often at least what they appear to be the undemonstrative perhaps side of Capricorn, and they really they can complement each other. And looking at Capricorn though, it's like, if you had, like, say, somebody that was more jocular, like a Sagittarius, that would not necessarily be a good combination astrologically, but at the same time, it wouldn't necessarily really be necessarily that bad, because Capricorn sometimes needs to have that humor a little bit more injected in them, and to balance out that seriousness, to add a little levity to and it's okay to be a little bit to joke and be more jovial from time to time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Capricorn and love, and stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about Aquarius and love. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person astrologically speaking based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.